Hey, look, everyone's joining the server, guys. Look, everyone's in. That's amazing. Now, I just dropped viewers because of that, by the way. Thank you. I hope that was worth it. Gotta subscribe. No, it's walks. I
just feel like surveilling matches.
Okay. Okay, look, game's starting. Let's actually get into this now. Walks. I'm sorry, but it looked like I was saved by the bell, I guess you can say. But you are the, I guess, sponsor in some ways, the LewdAnimeSwingers. So, you know, if you guys win this match, maybe I will go ahead and give you guys a little bit more of a sample of that incredible literature. In the meantime, though, finally, we can head into the actual game itself. LewdAnimeSwingers versus Lux Gaming. Sorry again for the wait. Only so much you can do when you're on the side of a caster here. But, I mean, if you guys are just tuning in, I feel like this is actually going to be a really decent game. LewdAnimeSwingers have had a pretty turbulent season, as mentioned before. 7-8 at the moment, although boasting some pretty impressive players. They've had a bit of roster mania, I guess, in some ways. Different players stepping in and out. You know, Freshie joining the party most recently. And Lux Gaming, they are pretty solid in this season so far, 9-6, and looking to get that 10-6 to really, you know, give them a decent chance at making playoffs. So now that the game has actually begun, it looks like a double peek down banana is not actually going to be in order from LewdAnimeSwingers, nor Lux Gaming. They just have two players committing slow, waiting for any peak coming up from Lunar and Co. But rotates have already started to happen. Arch play now in the works from LewdAnimeSwingers. The smoke goes out and into CT they go. AB has absolutely no chance against the Glock train that is coming his way. So Boomscope will be able to quickly dome him down. Stev at the top of Banana gets one, and it's just filled with yellow in the kill feed at the moment. Things are looking up for LewdAnimeSwingers in this first round here. Seems like everybody's taking part. 3 kills, 3 players so far, and there's still more to come. Bomb planted on B, and I think this just might be the end of the road for Lux Gaming in this first pistol. Playing it slow and taking a while to get into the server. But when they do, they show up and they blow up. 1-0 without dropping a single player is a very fantastic way to start. And honestly, a very solid way to keep yourself in this season. Again, LewdAnimeSwingers are kind of playing to at least try to make it into playoffs. I'm not exactly sure if they're at the realm where they can't make it in. I think if they go 8-8, they have a shot, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, nades down mid. Nightmare actually falls victim to a couple of shots from the T side, so already off to a pretty solid start from LewdAnimeSwingers yet again, tagging down the person who has the big gun on the CT side. Forcing pretty much the last of their money to make a decent shot at this round. Doesn't seem to be working out just yet. Freshie will go ahead and ruin any hopes and dreams that Lux Gaming have at making this round work. An AK at mid while Boomscope has his back. Now contact play up. Bomb will be making its way there shortly. In the hands of Stev at the moment. Pop up. Freshie watches the back as another CT wrap seems to be coming through. Freshie, with the help of Boomscope, notices where all of these players could be located, so now they just have to hold the line. Stev has still yet to make contact with that bomb, so this could be so solid from LewdAnimeSwingers. Just basically waiting until the CTs walk into their crosshairs. It would have to be a miraculous play by AB to make this work any way, but I don't exactly see it happening. Mickey gets one, and not quite the second, with the MP5 that he picks up, meaning that pretty much any last chances that you had to get a little bit of damage done is all for naught. Nightmare will just try to get away with this scout as much as he can while Scourge holds down the bottom of Banana with a single Desert Eagle, as opposed to 2 Desert Eagles. But no rifle, no nothing. I mean, it has full armor, but that's really about it. That's their chances kind of summed up right there. Another very clean round coming out from LewdAnimeSwingers, this time only losing 1 player. That was depressed too. I believe only had like a Mac 10 or something like that, so pretty solid stuff. Most likely will have to be another save for the CTs, but In theory, they can try to force around these scouts or maybe just go for a pistol force. It probably is in their best interest just to kind of stay above that 2400 kind of mark if they possibly can. Get a lot of money flowing through your pockets when that inevitable full loss bonus comes through and give yourself a real decent shot. Scouts P250s in that scout from Nightmare, as aforementioned, will be all that Lux have to speak of. Lots of Molotovs actually coming up. Freshie just immediately entering over at mid. No respect to Lux Gaming. It's a strange Molotov over on top of the roof. It was missed from apartments, but I don't think it matters because they're hitting all the shots that they need to make this round work out for them. Depressed with a double. It's off to a pretty hot start for them yet again. It's looking an awful lot to be like a 3-0. Now we just wait for the line to be held. Bomb down too. I mean, there's pretty much nothing that Lux Gaming can hope for. If LewdAnimeSwingers are safe on their exits as well, I mean, Lux Gaming will have nothing to speak of, really. Oh man, they're going to even have a little bit less than nothing, it feels like. Maybe, actually, with the P250, delivers with one. Nightmare hasn't quite been able to thread the needle with that scout. Oh, that's a nice little tag, but in the end, they're hunted down and exterminated just a matter of seconds after that bomb detonates. No matter, though, they're going to be able to rebuy into this, and it will be a lot healthier, too. More util, better artillery, and actually, artillery is so good that Lunar, in particular, is going to be buying an AWP. The sniper already brought in on the CT side against two Creeks of LewdAnimeSwingers is a little bit of a dangerous prospect. Nice shot from Lunar. Speaking of which, over at mid, takes down Freshie. That was a bomb carrier as well. Sure, it's quickly retrieved by Boomscope, but that means that the CTs can realistically rotate over. Nightmare, who's lurking right behind the smoke, could also go huge as well. Right now, he just buys his time. Waits, flash through the smoke, but unfortunately, they're looking the wrong way. Sure, they're blinded up, but there's more Ts than you could ever imagine or even have a chance of realistically dealing with, and that means that LewdAnimeSwingers, although they're a man down, can still take this wherever they want. They could take this towards B if they wanted to. They have one player, Mickey, aggressive up towards Banana, and he's just jump spotting it. A contact play could most definitely work. And the CTs realize it. We'll rotate AB over. As the cavalry comes through Banana, one player, Stev, will be dedicated to stop that lurk through. But he has a lot on his plate. It'll have to be a 2-on-2 over at the B-bomb site just to enter into the site, get that bomb down, and make this a winnable round here. And Boomscope makes it very much possible with one. Doesn't quite swing around and get the second. It's Moe Chill to steal the glory, but that should be a glorious round in of itself, as LewdAnimeSwingers are looking primed to get number 4 on the board. That would be so monumental for them as well. Good shot from Lunar makes this retake definitely possible, and another shot from Scorch too. Now it's a 2 versus 1 just like that. It was looking so good for LewdAnimeSwingers. It felt like they were hitting all their shots, but you can never count Lux out of this one. Oh man, the double commit too. They're both tagged up, but it's just so much for Stev to deal with where there's almost no chance for him in that post plant, meaning that Lux are going to be able to complete the retake despite not having a kit. And finally get that big 1 on the board. It was a pretty expensive first gun round, to be totally honest. They don't even, I believe, keep the AWP into this next round, so they have to reinvest into that. But Lunar delivered with 1, and that was a vital frag too. Spotted where the bomb was, and because of that, they could just kind of play with the rotations. A hard-fought victory for them, but there needs to be a lot more where that came from. It's Molly's and all the works down towards Banana. Leads to nothing more than a little bit of damage onto Depressed. He's within that one-shot range of the M4. Good Molotov from Boomscope. Good Molotov. Practically zoning himself out. Again, aggressive play comes through from the CTs. From Banana. They've been able to get a lot of this information. LewdAnimeSwingers, I mean, just respecting that and giving up the space. Stev has relegated himself over at mid. Just wait for it to happen. But this kind of arch play has been LewdAnimeSwingers' bread and butter so far for pretty much this entire game. As the smoke dissipates, they have another chance at striking more blood. Scourge will actually shed blood first, so they take down Moe Chilla. But right behind the smoke, Lunar will be waiting, and Boomscope, if he's quick on his shot, could definitely make it work. Indeed, the trade is through, but the CTs now know exactly where he is, and will be able to try to pre-aim him. However, the duels still come out in favor of the T side, and they get overwhelmed, Lux Gaming. I stutter over my words, but LewdAnimeSwingers do not stutter over their push whatsoever. It's a 3 versus 1 with AB having it all to do. On the verge of being reset as well. This would definitely just not only destroy the economy, but destroy the ego of Lux Gaming as well. I mean, almost nothing seems to be going their way at the moment. And haven't exactly made a convincing statement for themselves in this round either. Pistols will be the only thing that they can play with. Maybe a little bit of light utility, but other than that, not much. Desert Eagles, P250s, and even a 5.7 in the midst. Be their best shot. Nice aggressive nade down. Actually doesn't give as much damage as I thought it would. The pistols will now have to connect on all their shots, but Boomscope is connecting on all of theirs. Gets one, and Moe Chilla steals the second away. It rotates lackluster, to say the least, from the CTs, and the shots don't quite work out, meaning that it's on the verge of being yet another flawless round. Nightmare could switch things up, maybe make things a bit interesting, but no chance at winning the round, most likely. Bit of a shaky Deagle spray. Nets Lunar a kill. And an AK-47 to save, but surely Freshie is going to be chasing that down. Oh, Nightmare is just playing a chasing game. Oh, okay, I'm a caster and I was still scared by that. I saw him on the radar, but how quick that kill happened literally made me jump. Now imagine how it feels like to be on the... Freshie is so damn good! He got 2 of them! Unbelievable on the way out. Demolishes the pistol-wielding Lux Gaming members. Sure, it's anti-eco kills, but man, does it look pretty. A nice double for him, or triple in the round, actually. It's a surefire way to get your momentum going on the T side of Inferno. Default Molotov through, and it looks like Lux Gaming are going for a little bit more of an aggressive A-hold here. With Lunar opping, then giving it up. Scourge underneath patio. We've seen this a couple of times, the 3 players playing porch side. However, that hasn't exactly been the problem here. It's been the arch side that has been most exploited by LewdAnimeSwingers. That won't be a problem this time, though. Seems that they're going for a full B execute, with the exception of Freshie, who's lurking over in apartments at the moment. But the push is happening through, and that means that the CTs have a lot to deal with here. Mickey finds 3 on the way through. The T's get demolished, upgrade to a Krieg, and suddenly Lux Gaming are right back in this one, thanks to the miracle play of Mickey. He's the last to get into the server, but he is the first beacon of hope that Lux Gaming have seen so far. Freshie will get one back into his team's favor, but it's still a 3 versus 2. They have a solid hold in this round here and could make the deal even sweeter. Lunar will whiff his shot and choose not to go in for a second. Now Mickey holds the line again, eventually neutered, put out of the game for now. It's a 2 versus 2, so not out of the realm of possibility or of impossibility for LewdAnimeSwingers as they retrieve the bomb and desperately run their way back over towards A, but surely Lux Gaming are going to be ready for this. They have to stick as a unit wherever they go, so that they could easily just bring it back over to A, or they could even pull a fake through. Not much time left to spare. We chill out, gets the bomb down. Freshie will be watching his teammates back. Nade through over towards Arch. Consi says, yo, Ito, do you have overbite? No, I don't. Ooh, Lunar has headshots, though. As he bites down on one, Freshie. In response, the second is out of the picture. The Krieg comes through in a massive way, and Lux Gaming, I mean, really off the back of that triple spray down from Mickey, give themselves that round. But it's another really hard-fought victory. And there hasn't been that much convincing play. Oh, hell yeah, Consi. I'd love to help, dude. Why are you asking if I have overbite though? That's a unique question. Sometimes when I get hyped, I know like I have a list, but I'm going through speech therapy to get that all figured out at the moment. But that's just because I have hypersalivation, which is always fun. But doesn't matter. You guys don't need to hear about me. You guys need to hear about the game. AB. He's an MP9 alongside Mickey. And Mickey's going to be looking for another triple spray down, but no luck this time. Quick A play from LewdAnimeSwingers seems to be in the works. No give just yet. You smoke through over towards Moto. And again, it looks like the same kind of play. This time, it's actually wounded a little bit by Lux Gaming coming through around the edge of that smoking, taking down Freshie. So playing from a man down now, that means LewdAnimeSwingers are going to have to fight for this one hard. And it should be another give easy round for Lux Gaming as they're getting all the kills to boot. Stev will have to do it all. This time a 1 versus 3, down from a 1 versus 4. But, I mean, the kills just happen so damn quick. And Lux Gaming, that's the kind of convincing round that they needed. No more 1 versus 2s. Something just very solid, keeping 3 players at the end of the round. Means that they can rebuy into this relatively healthily, have a lot of utility to spare, and really put themselves in a solid situation to break the economy a little bit of LewdAnimeSwingers. Nice nade down mid. And nice nades down Banana as well. Freshie tagged down a decent amount. And that's really important for that MP9 that's in play. However, he doesn't even meet with the MP9 player. Just gets tagged down all the way by Nightmare. And it's a double from Stev out of absolutely nowhere. However, Nightmare still striking back is going to haunt Stev for the rest of his life as he falls with one last dying breath, telling his teammates to rush B, no stop. Bomb planted. And it's Scourge and Lunar left to do it all between the two members to get that 4th round on the board. It's been, again, another really hard-fought round from Lux that it might be in their best interest just to save the guns if they can't get a nice, decent foothold on this retake. But no, they're committed to the cause. However, Depressed is committed to the spray, and he's going to spray them both right down. Get a nice, clean 2K. Nubage says, so honestly, if you would cast a map or 2, if I were to pay you of me playing, that would be kind of epic. Yeah, man, I got you. I'd be happy to do that. I need to practice my casting in every single way. Burst says, I can call Depressed Kevin. Thank you. I know the name of famous pro CSGO players. I can call them by their first name. Quick play. Lux Gaming, again, with a shattered economy, are stuck on Deagles. I mean, I'm not really counting them to even have a chance in this round here. I would be pleasantly surprised if they get more than a couple of kills, but with no armor, no util, I don't see a chance. However, Nightmare could make things a little bit interesting. If he hits that 1 Deag, he's nasty with pistols, but not nasty enough to hit the shot onto Freshie. AB is actually the one to get a Deag first, though. Avenging their teammate. And yeah, Nubage, seriously, I'd be up to do that. No problem. Mickey, please. Mickey. Oof. Unfortunate. That's the kind of round that I expected, though. I mean, Lux Gaming haven't really been that convincing on their eco rounds so far. I mean, think about the victories that Lux Gaming have had so far. It's been 2 really close wins. You know, it was down to 1 versus 1 at the end of the day, and then there's that one really solid A hold that they have. So A, it's like their most secure site when LewdAnimeSwingers are bringing it up porch. Pretty much everything else, though, has been a very tough ask so far, though. Oh, nice peek from AB down Banana. I think Stev is wise to it, but Boomscope isn't. Quick shot through means that they're going to be back into the driver's seat for this round. That is a perfect start, exactly what Lux need to get themselves on 4, because this CT half is not looking very convincing at the moment, to say the very least. 3-7. Winning out would be almost a pipe dream at this point. And yeah, Nubage, you need to 421 or be... Yeah, no problem, dude, I got you. Smoke through. And again, so LewdAnimeSwingers, it seems that they want to take this up porch. Nightmare will be ready, willing, and definitely able to hit these shots, but looks away at just the wrong time. And that means that Depressed is going to be able to easily hit that shot through, and things are not looking good now because the smoke will dissipate over at B, and Mickey might not be ready for Freshy's advanced position at the moment. However, Mickey ones up his teammate, takes down Stev, but Freshy still lurks in the smoke, and Mickey's able to connect the shots, sure, but he goes down while doing it, avenged quickly by Moe Chilla. The rotates will have to come through quickly from the CTs, because it will be another bomb planted, and there's no kits in play from Lux Gaming. This is going to be such a tough ask, such a tough retake for Lux, but they definitely need it. They can't afford to give up so many rounds. This is already an incredible half from LewdAnimeSwingers. They're practically going to give them the round victory at this point here. I mean, they would be going in with an advantage into the second, more statistically favored half. Good shot from Scourge. Can't quite get the 180 flick that he's looking for. Depressed lurks around the corner here. If Scourge were to hit this shot, it'd be another miracle, but again, there is just absolutely no chance in that round. It's another depressing defeat for Lux. They're keeping it close, but it's not enough. Did I not say? I thought I said Moe Chilla. My bad. It's Mo, not Moe. Look, it's an anime team, man. I think it's a reasonable estimate. I think it's reasonable to expect that Lux Gaming are going to get probably nothing done on this eco. Again, I haven't really been convinced by them so far. I don't think the Desert Eagles can change my mind. Scourge is in a nice little interesting off angle, but Depress has been really good in particular at snuffing out those positions. Flash up. And a smoke too. All the works. And quick, swift death for all the CTs. Mickey tries to make things interesting and delivers with 2 P250 shots, so at the very least it's okay damage. Anything that you can do to make things a little bit more tough for LewdAnimeSwingers would be a welcome addition to the side of Lux Gaming at the moment, but it's nothing more than a little bit of a whimper and a cry. Another round down the drain. LewdAnimeSwingers with an incredibly impressive half. 9-3, and theoretically, if they win this one, obviously they'll be up to double digits, but they could even make it onto 11 because the money will again be so terrible for Lux. Early Molly. Boomscope is not warded off by it. His shots are so damn good. He shakes a bit on the second kill, but Freshy will gladly take that and go ahead and improve on his teammate. AB, though, gets a free shot onto Freshy, who's just entering in over at B. There's no more T's where that came from. Now back over to A they go. They're just doing a merry-go-round at the moment, and the CTs want off this wild ride. Chilla is going to be able to find another one, this time onto the A site where the bomb will get quickly planted down, and it's another situation where Lux Gaming, it might be in their best interest just to save. Having to make a 2 versus 3 retake happen with 2 ops, no kits, I don't fancy the chances. It's been a really rough start for them so far, and I mean, Lux Gaming realize it. They're just going to go ahead and try to save the ops. It's going to be their best shot. The double snipers coming out hasn't really made a difference in the defense whatsoever. LewdAnimeSwingers, I mean, the key to that round was just the very quick frags over towards Banana. And coincidentally enough, the only 2 fallen members. Moichilla goes up with the bomb, but it's no matter. They have plenty of money. They can rebuy for days to come. It's another depressing situation for Lux, and a pause will be called. Talk about things, Lux, because you're going to need to make it 10-5 if you really want to give yourselves a fighting chance into half number 2. Again, I think it's important to mention that these guys are 9-6, Lux. They're no slouches. I mean, they're hanging with the big guns. And LewdAnimeSwingers have always been that sort of team that can, it seems, win against any other advanced team. I mean, they have some impressive wins, but also some strange losses. So this is a good start for LewdAnimeSwingers, no matter how you try to slice it. They're 7-8, and it would definitely be an upset if they managed to take over Lux Gaming in a fashion like this, but they just don't seem ready for it, Lux. Gonna try their luck again. Full investment into this. AB and Mickey with the AWP, or AB and Lunar with the AWPs, excuse me. Quick shots through, 1-for-1 trade. Actually a 2-for-2 trade here. It does favor the T side at the moment because it can completely fracture the defense of Lux Gaming. Scourge will peek his head a little bit, but that just gives advance warning to where the CTs might, or the Ts might be lurking. And I mean, it's another quick round. It feels honestly just so puggy at this rate. There's no incredible strat, no nothing. It's just that LewdAnimeSwingers are just able to win every single duel. It's a recipe for disaster, as it's looking to be, as was foretold by the prophecy. A 11th round for LewdAnimeSwingers. But things don't get much sweeter from here. It could be very well a 12-3 half as well. Because of money, it's not going to be pretty. 3,400 will be flooding into their pockets, so Nightmare will most likely be able to invest, you know, full M4, half armor, a couple of bits of utility, but someone's going to have to cut the corner. Someone's going to have to take a little less artillery to get that utility. I mean, the nades haven't been too effective on the side of Lux, to say the very least. It hasn't changed the game whatsoever. You see the utility damage. Nightmare has the most of it. But utility hasn't really been the name of the game, is what I'm trying to say. Flashes more so than anything. Lux Gaming with one final shot to make this work on the CT side. Are just hoping for a chance to make this 11-4, but even then it's going to be an uphill battle to come out with a win. Spam through towards the top of Banana, where Chilla lies. AB around the corner. Maybe he could spoil the fun if the LewdAnimeSwingers want to bring it over towards B, which it seems that at the moment they're primed to do. Just want to go 5-man in, a conga line of terrorists. But historically, this has worked out very well. Mickey will have to get another triple spray down if Lux Gaming want to win this one. But you can't rely on Mickey getting, you know, rounds like that off. Lux Gaming still have not dragged any rotations over. It's just a matter of time until yellow starts filling the kill feed. Molly through, and finally there are the rotates coming through. Mickey holds the line, but can't find a single kill. AB is actually the one to step up more than anybody else, but he's kind of a two-man only kind of guy. Bomb planted yet again, and I mean, I sound like a broken record at this point, but it should just be another one for LewdAnimeSwingers. Lux Gaming, they're going to have to play a man down. They have a bit more health to work with, sure, but the T angle just solely favor these Kriegs, so I don't see a world in which the LewdAnimeSwingers lose this, but that's off to a nice start. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Chilla, he's around the corner. What can you really expect other than a gorgeous shot or two? 12-3 at the half. LewdAnimeSwingers absolutely running away with this one so far on the statistically disadvantaged side of Inferno as well. The headlines are looking great for them, but Lux, not so much. Nubage says, let's see, do you know all the legalities about if you cast me putting up on YouTube or whatever? Oh, dude, I mean, feel free to put it on YouTube, do whatever you want with it. I have absolutely no problem with that. And I've had absolutely no problem with how LewdAnimeSwingers are playing this as well. They have played, I mean, it's not like the most tactically deep CS. You're not going to see a Strauss looking at their demos and being like, damn, we have to follow these strats. I mean, it's not that, but it's worked out pretty much perfectly for them. It has gone nearly unpunished. A two-man only kind of guy. Hell yeah, Nubage, you know it. A late T-Apps play from Lux Gaming as they're looking to pop in a bit late to the party, but Stev will be ready, willing, and probably only able to get one shot here. He will go ahead and peek once, but yeah, just a quick Ferrari peek through. CTs have already rotated over, though, and from here it's just going to be an absolute bloodbath. Somehow, some way, though, the shots aren't connecting, and wait a second now. This is looking a little bit promising for Lux Gaming. Depressed will be the last man standing, but he'll only be able to find one before he's put out of the picture, too. A much-needed 4th round for Lux Gaming. Again, not the most tactically deep, but sometimes just pressing W into the enemies works out like a charm. That means that the Swingers... Should I call them that? I don't think I should be calling them the Swingers, but whatever. Force up. They've fancied their chances so far in this game. Why not go for something a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive? Moechilla with a scout probably has the best chance of making an absurd play happen, but there's also Deagles, and none of these players are to be reckoned with when it comes to their Deagles. Boomscope tries to dip his feet in the water, but unfortunately kind of gets spammed down to red health. Boomscope and Freshie now tagged up. And really, Lux Gaming are just kind of all over the place right now. They're just kind of prodding through the CT defense and trying to ward out, find out where a pick might be. They've gathered up towards the top of Banana, and this could be a mistake for them. There's going to be 3 counter-terrorists ready and waiting for them. And they could easily steal this round back. Depressed, he picks up a chicken, but can he pick up a kill? He cannot. Press takes a couple of shots before he gives up the ghost on it. Stev and Moechilla, or sorry, Moechilla. Chilla, I'm just going to call him Chilla. Will be holding the line, and Lux Gaming are going to go ahead and bring it around town again. Oh my god, are they actually dragging another rotation over? I think Freshie just realized his mistake and will actually go back over to A, but Boomscope has to hold down the line with 11 points of health. No chance for him, really. Should be another shoo-in for Lux. Really heads-up play by them to not fully commit to B, because that was pretty much LewdAnimeSwingers' best chance of getting the round together. Now, they just look to cause damage. 3 AKs on the side of Lux. Those are guns that I'm sure the T's would absolutely love to steal away from them. Maybe they can get away with 1, but surely not all 3. Lux will probably play it safe to that extent. Winner is going a little bit scary, or getting a little bit scary with his hunting ability. Well, he's able to find a kill. And the second. Things are looking up just a little bit from Lux Gaming. Moechilla retreats for dear life. Ooh. Sorry, Moechilla. Look, man, they're an anime team. I thought Moechilla might make sense. I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna... Okay, Chilla. That's his name. Chilla. Nubage says, well, I'm a 2-joint kind of guy. Ha 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 ha. Hey, I'm in Canada. It's 100% legal. That's also very true. Some states in the U.S. as well, but I don't think it's legal to do what LewdAnimeSwingers are doing to Lux Gaming at the moment. However, Lux are getting their revenge, and I don't think it's legal to do what you just did to Chilla, AB. That was a nasty one-tap all the way across mid. Sure, it was against an eco, but my lord, does it not look pretty. Scout in the hands of Boomscope. Waits for a peek. Scourge actually might walk right into this. Nice little courtesy peek from Scourge, though. Gives away the position. It's a double stack underneath this porch, though, and although Freshie is caught out by that grenade, he's not finished up. But this should be a relative bloodbath yet again for Lux Gaming. So they're finally starting to get some clean rounds together. It's a much-needed change of pace from the T side. Going to be able to get a little bit more money in their pockets. And that can really help down the line if you're trying to make this comeback happen. 12-6 now. We're not quite in the realm where we can say it's happening, but surely it's one hell of a start. Looks like Stev is going to be actually rotating. Oh, wait, no, they're committing 3 players over at B. Interesting change up from... Wait, no, I can't read the radar. I'm stupid. But Freshie. Doesn't matter. He's going to be going for something a little bit aggressive. He's going to shut me right up. Kill over at A. Right back into the driver's seat we go for LewdAnimeSwingers, something that I have said a lot this game. Unfortunately, I mean, Lux Gaming haven't really been able to change their luck whatsoever. The forecast is looking pretty gloomy for them. I don't mean to rain on their parade, but playing from a man down, I can't see Lux Gaming making this one work. Especially since the CT defense right now is so rough on the B bomb site. He is being awfully careful on the angles that he peeks, but Stev in a little bit of an off angle could easily dome him. Molotov placed down, and Mickey is going to be forced out of position as a result. Depress is the first victim. This will be far from the last. Stev, oh my lord, he nearly burns alive in that Molotov. Smokes himself off over towards oranges. Lux Gaming storm the site now, and they actually do pick up Stev. So somehow they drag a victory out from the jaws of defeat, and Lux Gaming surely are going to be up on 7 now. This will be such a tough and, I mean, arguably impossible retake. No kits in play from LewdAnimeSwingers, plus an op from Chilla. These kills will have to happen quickly, and that's one way to start. A Kobe onto Scourge. Channels his energy. But I think it's just going to be a little bit of a consolation kill. They're already starting to give up play a little back at CT. Boomscope. Wow, that's so aggressive that he's looking for those kills, but it works out, and he actually might be able to take down Lunar to the grave with him. Just barely survives. LewdAnimeSwingers. Another round that they actually gave up. I said things weren't looking good for Lux Gaming, but I'm starting to change my mind on that. Caught a couple of rounds in a row. Plus a much needed one. They were playing from a 4 versus 5, like actually from a disadvantage. They're starting to make this look a lot more promising. LewdAnimeSwingers with that singular saved AWP will force around with some deagles. And only committing one player at B, that's Stev. I've actually played with Stev at LAN. We held down B together, and my lord, I was absolutely insane. Stev, don't know him. Absolutely crushed him. No, but for real, he is one hell of a B player. But I think with only a deagle, he's still going to surprise me. He's got to be pretty happy about that one. But no happy deagle ace. Rotates come over towards CT, and it's a 4-on-4. Still definitely favoring the T side for obvious reasons, but 4-on-4. Lux will choose to now rotate over towards the A site. They're slowly getting that bracket's control. Not much utility expended from the offensive side just yet, meaning that they can make a full execute happen. Rotates are not going to be in from LewdAnimeSwingers, so everything is going the way of Lux at the moment. Freshie can be the only one to change that, but he misses his opportunity with the Desert Eagle. Fantastic nade through onto Freshie, and this is yet another solid-looking round for Lux. LewdAnimeSwingers are just going to get into a little bit more of an aggressive position, try to, you know, save that AWP. And I'm surprised, Depress and Freshie are actually going to be saving over towards Graveyard. They're expecting Lux to try to chase him down and get a bit more money in their pockets, but I don't see a decent reason why Lux would be going for that. They have plenty of money to speak of, and LewdAnimeSwingers are surely going to be able to buy into this next, pretty much no matter what. But passive play. Oh, I see what they're going for here. They're trying to retrieve the gun. Depressed. Or Kevin, as someone has said in chat. But not going to be able to get it. It's another one through. And it's starting to be within striking distance of a comeback. Only 4 rounds separate the two teams. And LewdAnimeSwingers maybe can start feeling a little bit scared at this moment. Nothing's official yet, but this is kind of the start that they needed, Lux. 1-for-1 nade trade, and, well, a fantastic trade actually going the way of Lux Gaming, breaking that CT defense, and it actually becomes an even sweeter deal as they find another over towards Banana. Stev pushes his luck, But the T's are ready for it. They try to even up that disadvantage yet again. They expend a lot of their utility trying to do it too. And Freshie might be next up on the chopping block as well, but he actually is going to be able to get a trade in return. Lux Gaming, still they have a decent foothold in this round, but it could still very much be a scary one for LewdAnimeSwingers, because we saw how lethal they can be in these man-down sort of situations. But maybe they can start getting a little bit more scared, because every single duel just seems to be won by LewdAnimeSwingers at the moment here. However, Lunar will change that luck, and Freshie tries to as well, but the kills happen all at once towards the end, and it consolidates into round number 9 on the board for Lux Gaming. They're nearly making the round to double digits, and they're nearly pulling this off. And look, for a long time now, I've believed that 12-3 is the cursed halftime score. I always thought if a comeback was to ever happen, it would be at a 12-3. That being said, Lux Gaming, they don't look even particularly contested. Even when they're a man down, there's so many situations where I felt like there's a really strong shot at LewdAnimeSwingers closing that one out, but alas, here we are. A pause and an unpause come through. The coach probably just trying to get his word in. See that LewdAnimeSwingers are choosing to force into this. 2 Desert Eagles. 2 M4s and an MP9 will be their fighting chance in this. And, I mean, that's pretty much the same setup that LewdAnimeSwingers have been doing this entire game. Obviously with a little less artillery to speak of, but they're not really changing the playbook. Now Lux Gaming have that momentum behind them, and they can force us into even more rounds, only 1 away from getting onto double digits. Nice flash through from Mickey. Oh, but he's going to be in for a nasty surprise, because if he peeks around the corner, there's going to be deagles galore. Lunar, although he tries to save his teammate, it's not quite going to be enough. Depressed will be able to get the shot and also get away to relative safety. Now has retreated onto the bomb site. CTs will rotate another man over to A, where the bomb is actually going to be rotating its way through. Lunar is trying to pull off a fake and trying to get a little bit of damage done, denying the AK-47 out of the hands of the CTs, a gun that they could most definitely do with. Now contact play over towards brackets. Chilla waits around the corner here. He's going to have to go big here, or he might just go home, and it looks like he's going home. No, it looks like he's going to the grave, if anything. Now wrap through from the T side. They can take this wherever they want. They are so malleable, and it's an absolutely valuable single kill only from Freshie. And unfortunately, I think this is just going to be yet another give from LewdAnimeSwingers. A miraculous deagle play ends up just falling flat on its face, and Depressed has to be feeling his name right now, because it's nothing. 7 in a row from Lux Gaming. And another pause. Lux Gaming are seriously making this comeback happen. At this point, it's practically even. On Depressed, yeah, I noticed a little bit of a lag issue from him in that last round over towards Banana when he was deeging. So most likely just restarting the internet, or, you know, toggling on if you want to get the classic matchmaking excuse. Taking a quick cursory glance at the scoreboard so far, you see Freshie is the heaviest hitter in the server, 21 kills, the only player in that 20 range. But for the most part, the kill distribution is relatively even across nearly everybody. The highest on the side of Lux Gaming is Lunar with 16. Lowest being Mickey, but even Mickey has had his moments. Again, think back to that triple spray down. I mean, individually, excuse me, Lux Gaming are starting to come alive, and that is bad news for LewdAnimeSwingers. It's been 3 losses in a row for LewdAnimeSwingers. Pretty much all of them close as well. Their first game was a 16-5 blowout, but from there it was a 16-14 loss and a 19-16 loss to SKDC. So they're really desperately looking to get another W. but seem to be getting denied that chance. Aggro play from LewdAnimeSwingers. It's evening out to a 1-to-1 trade. Where did that shot from Lunar even come from? Was that over at mid? I didn't even realize that, but someone peeked down mid from LewdAnimeSwingers. It actually net them a kill. That's fantastic news for Lux. Now things are right back into the favor of them. And this A defense, to say the very least, is not exactly that strong. Depressed falls victim to an AWP over at Banana. It's looking an awful lot like 11. I can feel the energy. And now Lux Gaming know exactly what the defense is like. They know that at least one player is over towards B. So that means that it's probably a 1-for-1 trade. But what is this? Freshie. He's still alive and kicking over at T-Ramp. He finds another one, and that's all he's going to be able to find. It's a 1 versus 3 now for BoomScope to overcome. Gets the first one basically for free. So he's gotten his freebie, but things become considerably more difficult from here. Has pretty light utility to work with. 2 flashbangs against the onslaught of Lux Gaming members that he has to go up against. 2, sure, but 1 has an AWP. There's so much utility between the 2, and Lunar is firing off on all cylinders. He's found a triple in the round, looking to make it 4. BoomScope, to say the very least, has a lot to do here. Makes a little bit of noise. Tries to peek out Lunar. Watching, but can't hit the shot. Now this is very much possible for BoomScope here. Has no clue on where the second member might be, but has a kit so he can take his time to find the kill, but Scourge will force the issue immediately, and I think we have a real game on our hands now. I'm starting to believe a lot from Lux Gaming. They have checked off every box that they need to, completely fill out to make a comeback happen, and now, for their hard work, it's going to be LewdAnimeSwingers on a save. Desert Eagles will be their toys. That's pretty much about it. This should be 12-12 now, Lux Gaming, unless they choke this in an unreal sort of fashion. Spam from Nightmare and Mickey over at Banana. Just kind of wards off the CTs from trying to play things a little bit aggressively. Seen this angle a couple of times before. It was usually Stev holding it, but this time he's taking things a little bit more vertically. Now holding close. Stev hears a pair of footsteps. No shots fired, though. Absolutely no need to, again, force the issue. When you're up against AK's Krieg and an AWP, I don't fancy your chances. Contact play, possibly in the works from LewdAnimeSwingers as they're sitting behind these smokes, or from Lux Gaming rather, not LewdAnimeSwingers. They're just waiting behind these smokes. Nightmare could easily crack this B site wide open. Stev about to peek his face. Now Nightmare knows exactly he is, but isn't pre-aiming the angle. He saw the smoke come from that angle, but he still didn't quite look there, and because of that, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade plus a gun stolen from Stev. Surely Lux are going to retreat over towards A and desperately get the bomb down there. That should be basically their key to victory. 25 seconds left on the clock, and BoomScope has started to enter the A site. Smokes and all the works come through, and again, it should be another pretty solid victory for Lux Gaming here, but the fact that it's this close with this little time remaining makes me a little bit worried about the potential that the AnimeSwingers can pull off, but this should be a clean sweep from here on out. Keyword should. In fact, it actually might be in Stev's best interest just to save. The Krieg is so important to have that I'm not even sure if you want to give it up. He seems to agree with me. He's going to go ahead, retreat to CT, and for now, Lux are just going to be, or LewdAnimeSwingers are just going to be looking for a couple of exit frags on their way to the grave. Ooh, but Scourge is going to be taken to the grave prematurely as he falls. Chilla. No luck for him. But he can probably get that M4 on his way out. He's going to be going back. No, he really just wants to save that deagle only, I suppose. Had a real decent shot at picking it up, but they're the advanced players, not me. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, though. Comeback officially completed. 9 in a row from Lux Gaming. They have been flawless on this half. And LewdAnimeSwingers haven't really had a horse in this race. They have felt pretty out of it. They're trying a bit of an interesting strategy now. Depressed boosted up on top of Banana. Head spotted, but not head shotted. Means that Lux Gaming stay alive and stay neutral for now. Now Banana control seized yet again from Lux, and that is such a major artery to just have knocked out right there. A little bit of a group up over towards Banana. Mickey tosses down a smoke. Or not tosses out a smoke. It's Lunar to actually do that first, but Lunar, does he actually want to try entering in with an AWP here? That would be absurd. Oh, rotates are coming through from LewdAnimeSwingers. This could be lethal. Depressed realizes it though, knows that a Fnatic smoke has come through. And now Lux Gaming will come on through. It's going to be a train of T's and it will be bloodshed almost immediately here. Rotates start coming through from the CT side and it's working out pretty perfectly for them. 1-for-1 trades across the board here, but it's starting to look awfully good for the LewdAnimeSwingers as they're desperately trying to get this round underneath them because it could be 13-12 and that would just mean so much for them. They have lost so many in a row that anything would just help them. Now push through into T, desperately. Mickey can't get anything. And again, it's just desperation. I feel like such a broken record when I say it, but all of these peaks just seem like desperation peaks. And I mean, sure, Lux Gaming are going to be able to get another one on the board, or LewdAnimeSwingers rather are going to be able to get another one on the board, but you're 1 for 10. Well, actually 1 for 9. That's not much better though. Another full investment. It's about time that they got something going. I want to see if LewdAnimeSwingers are going to be going for that aggressive boost yet again. Probably shouldn't overstay their welcome. Nearly got punished last time, and this is no exception. Depressed down to about half health. Not that it matters too much versus the AKs, but maybe if you were spammed through or something of the sort, could make a difference. Luxo seemed to be a little bit more interested in this apartment's control than anything else. Smoke through. Molly to Molotovs and all the works, and Nightmare will be right there behind it. Tagged down to 30 HP as he goes in for more. He is so hungry for this. Ready to push through the smoke. Freshie tossing down a nade. Might not be ready for the sheer amount of pressure that's about to meet him, and Nightmare beats him to the punch and punches him down. 3 versus 5. Lux Gaming, they might have just pulled this off. Stev will get one back into his team's favor, but Chilla will have to do the exact same, but it's not going to be enough. He's only going to get one. Nightmare, still alive and kicking with 30 HP, somehow finds the perfect lifeline back into this game. A gorgeous shot from Lunar. That was onto Depressed through the library. And my lord, has Lunar been to the library, because he has read and done his stuff. Done his homework. Oh, well that is a little bit more of a depressing shot. 13-13. Lux Gaming. I mean, really, it just kind of seemed like they're trying to pull a fake on them. Like, okay, we'll give you one round, then we're going to take it right back. The money has started to look a bit shaky from the LewdAnimeSwingers at the moment here. They'll have one more full investment through, but if they lose this, they might not be even able to have that anymore. Off to a good start, though. Freshie pushing through Banana finds one onto Mickey almost immediately at the beginning of this. So Lux Gaming now have to play a man nearly 2 men down right off the bat. Oh, Depress and Moe chill and make things so much sweeter. And okay, this is starting to look a lot more convincing from the CT side. Nightmare probably won't have a chance to pull off that insane arch play yet again. But if he could, that would be the most insane play of this game by far. Nightmare waits as the smoke dissipates. Spot Stev. And they both spot each other at the same time. Don't quite kiss through the smoke. It's a bit of a love tap. And Lunar gets love tapped down. He hits a nice little shot. But he gave up the round anyway. Doesn't matter much. Nubaj asks, are you casting another? I'm not, unfortunately. This was the only game that I'm covering tonight. But I'm glad that it's delivering. 14-13, I mean, you can't get much closer than this. It's a 2-3 split from the CTs. Depressed. Oh, what? How did that shot connect on Nightmare? That's insane! He, like, barely clipped him at the very end. And because of that, Lux Gaming are now going to have to play a man down yet again. Boomscope will make the deal, again, even sweeter for the CT side. And Lux Gaming, where was that form that we saw for nearly all of their T side? It started to disappear completely, losing men left and right. And now, what can Lux even do? No utility to speak of. Scourge has a single flashbang. That is it. Walk says play Arrow after match. I mean, if LewdAnimeSwingers close it out, then I will. Because right now, they are speaking dirty things to Lux Gaming at the moment with some of the peaks that they're going for. The underneath porch play doesn't work out for them. They both drop. Freshie will have to hold the line. It's going to be basically 1 versus 3. Now, Steph will try to hold them down the line, but Freshie actually gets 2. And now AB finds 2 as well. This round is just delivering on all different planes. Depressed will be stuck in a 1 versus 1. AB peeks his head nearly on for the triple here, but this is just absolutely absurd. Oh god, Depressed is lagging. He has to feel very depressed here. Now picks up the M4, tags down AB, and AB can't do it! LewdAnimeSwingers are going up on 15. How do they pull that off? That is absurd! It could have gone literally either way there. It was basically a coin flip for that round, it felt like. But my lord, they hit heads. An unbelievable clutch. Doesn't matter if his ISP screws him over. He's still going to be clicking heads and bodies. Lux Gaming, they have to play for OT at this point. And that's a depressing prospect to have to face, especially after such a strong performance from them. I mean, they got 9 rounds in a row, Lux Gaming, but just can't close it out. They had everything rolling in their favor. The economy, you know, the momentum, the morale, but it doesn't amount to anything more than 13 rounds. They're going to try to get 14, and then from there they can play with 15, but this is probably the hardest hurdle for them to overcome because they don't have a lot of cash. And their artillery kind of reflects that. 2 AKs, 2 Galils, a MAC-10 for Nightmare, who's already tagged down alongside Lunar. I mean, just on paper, things aren't exactly promising. Bomb is down, so Lux will just continue to play their default for the time being. Maybe wait for the fight to come to them if they can. Double snipers in action from LewdAnimeSwingers as well. Might be their key to that round number 16. It's been a hard draw for them. This is a must-win game for both teams here to at least give themselves a shot at playoffs. Contact play comes through. This could be absolutely lethal for Chilla. He could even get them to line up if he really wanted to. It's go big or go home for both teams here. Chilla flashed up but still delivers with 1. Stev holds the line. MP9 actually nets him a kill and site is overtaken. 15 seconds as Lux Gaming strike. They get the bomb down, but this isn't even the hardest part of the round. It's the retake that really becomes a difficult task for them. Not much utility remains. So many grenades on the side of LewdAnimeSwingers. Not much health on Lux. I mean, you can just basically read it off. It's a tally at this point. Do you fancy your luck? Because I bet you're going to need a jackpot if you want Lux to win this round here. Scourge gets 1, but through the smoke, Lunar can't deliver that same promise. Scourge gets pushed, loses the fight. Now it's Lunar who has to hold the line, but LewdAnimeSwingers might have just pulled it off. Freshie's on the bomb, and Lunar isn't ready for it. He gets off the bomb. Freshie, why did he get off the bomb? Lunar, he's just burned so much time off the clock now, but somehow Lux Gaming do it. We're going to the final round. We're going to number 30. Why did Freshie get off the bomb there? Did he not have kit? He didn't have kit. Oh, man. Don't be a tit. Buy a kit, man. Oh, Lord. Because of that, I mean, we're going the full 30. We're going the distance on this. Imagine how different this game could have looked. That could have just been a 16-13 victory for LewdAnimeSwingers right there, but perfectly played by Luna at the same time. Seriously, just burning off so much time off the clock. It's another very close victory for Lux Gaming. They have one more shot. They need to make it to OT. Then from there, it's going to be even footing. Calm before the storm. LewdAnimeSwingers don't exactly have the healthiest buy, to say the very least. Freshie, 30 kills in 30 rounds. Has been delivering the most of anybody on LewdAnimeSwingers. And oh my lord, the CTs are going for something very different. A push down mid entirely. And into Mexico, Moe Chilla goes, but AB is totally ready for it. It's a 1-for-1 yet again. The spray actually threw from Lunar over at mid, finds them another kill. Now bomb can be retrieved from Lux, and it's looking awfully good for them. Sure, the utility doesn't exactly remain for Lux Gaming, but all the kills do. Boomscope will have to hold the line with a 5-7. He delivers with a gorgeous one-tap onto one. Can't quite get the swing around onto the second. Means that Depressed will have to pull off a 1-versus-3 clutch. I mean, if he wants to deny overtime, I don't exactly imagine that happening, though. He has utility, has a kit, which is something that Freshie didn't have before. But does he have a chance? No, he does not. We're going to overtime. We're going to overtime. It was a 12-3 half for both teams. On the CT side, much less. What is it with the T sides? What are these advanced players eating for breakfast? Whatever it is, it's delivering into one hell of a game. Friday night Counter-Strike is a complete beast. I'll tell you that. Small break before we head right back into the chaos, but it's already over. 15-15. The number you're looking for now is going to be 19. Or if we get tied up 18-18, then we're going to double overtime, which, I mean, considering how this game has been going, I won't be surprised. J Sigma, yeah, go ahead and DM me on my Twitter. My DMs are open on there. I can go ahead and hit you up, or you can just email me. Either way, though, I'll try to have you covered. Lux Gaming will try to have this round covered. Nightmare out of nowhere finds a double kill over towards Banana from the pushing LewdAnimeSwingers. And that is one hell of a way to start on your T side. I mean, Lux Gaming, they had a pretty solid T half, although they ended up getting it to overtime, kind of giving up the ghost a little bit towards the end. But this is looking a lot more convincing. Where was this during that drought of rounds, huh? Kills happen all over the place. There's no time for even a full execution onto the site. It's just really the neutral game that works out perfectly for Lux. Now, Lux Gaming, a round up. Again, 19 is what we're going to be looking for here, the magic number. LewdAnimeSwingers, definitely not the start that they wanted, but there's plenty of time for them to, you know, shed blood. Oh, Chilla, over at mid here. I'm not sure if you heard that alt mid peek, but that could prove lethal if given the opportunity. What is this? So aggressive from LewdAnimeSwingers. Even though they just got absolutely bodied trying it last round, they're going for it again. Freshie on top of logs might actually be able to net a kill, maybe two if he's incredibly lucky, but the smokes will go ahead and ward him off for the time being. Still relatively default. Lunar lurks though behind the smoke. Over at T-Ramp, he also has a bomb firmly in his hands. Lux Gaming are incredibly malleable, meaning that they can take this wherever they want. Even game. Oh, Boomscope though. He could single-handedly shut this down. A Molotov rains into the porch boiler. Oh, Boomscope just has to hold the line here. Oh my god, he's going for more. He's going for it. Unbelievable. Boomscope is going to be able to find two. That's so damn risky, but it works out for him. However, his teammates can't quite follow up on the momentum, and that means the Lux Gaming are just going to reign supreme over them. Completely overwhelmed at the A bomb site. It will eventually work its way down to a 1-versus-1, but AB is already 4 parallel universes ahead of him. He's over at the B bomb site and gonna get this bomb down securely. Everything is on the line here. Stev upgrades to Krieg, so that's going to give him a real decent fighting chance versus AB, especially depending on where AB plays here. But Stev, if you were just to throw a Molotov out towards triple, that could completely swing things back into his favor. It's all on Stev here. AB has to be feeling a little bit confident in this location at the moment, and he feels it too. He's going to go out so aggressively, peeks right into Stev, and takes the head right off of him. 15-17, Lux Gaming add another one to their tally. Only 2 away from closing this out. It is looking so good for them. You can definitely tell AB is starting to feel himself a little more. Just the wide peek into that kill. Not something I would even feel risky enough to pull off in my pugs. Here we are in an advanced match for overtime for that 16th or 17th round. Freshie, my lord, the aggression never stops with this man. Towards Banana the past 2 times. Oh god, Freshie, you're looking the wrong way. You're looking the wrong way. They're just going to cross each other. Oh no! AB is just going to get a free one. Freshie's looking the wrong way entirely. He's too busy watching anime on his second monitor to notice. And that's an unfortunate way to start. Luckily, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Nightmare will get one back into his team's favor, but I mean, this definitely does still favor the terrorist side because they can split this defense of the CTs however they wish. 2 located at each site. At this point, I mean, I don't even know what is a better gamble for Lux. They could honestly take this. Oh, okay, that's a missed Molotov from Lunar. We've seen a lot of people missing that Molotov, but not a lot of people missing their shots. However, Lunar does, but his teammate steps up, cleans up the slack. And another advantageous situation for Lux Gaming as they look to make it a flawless T-half. Now all they need is just to get the bomb down, and they don't even need to do that. They have the kills. It's a flawless one for Lux Gaming yet again. I mean, this was a team that was down 12-3. They've somehow come back all this way. It's admirable in its own right, but the fact that they're on the verge of being able to win this game flawlessly in the first overtime, that's incredible. The past few games I've watched have all been these absurd comebacks. The game I had yesterday, Supernova versus I can't exactly remember who. Doesn't matter, but I mean they were down like 15-9 or something like that. Still managed to come out on top. Like, it's just, what is it? I don't know how these comebacks just happen all the time for them, but, you know, it's ESEA Advanced. Anything can happen. And everything is indeed happening. Again, a small break before we get back into the thick of things. If you're just joining, my name is Ito, and it has been an absolute pleasure to bring this game to you guys so far. Still potentially more to go. But I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Stev apparently hates cleaner. That explains how he smelled at land. No, I'm joking. He's cool. He's cool. Guys are enjoying the cast so far. You can follow me on Twitter at ItoKP. Or you can just follow me on this Twitch channel right here. Just click that little button. I go live pretty often. Just some ESE advanced action. Team's just gotta take that bathroom break though. 4 players AFK on the CT side. Oh, never mind, they're all back. Again, important to mention the important numbers. Lux Gaming literally only need a single CT round. Now, I guess the most interesting thing here that I'm thinking of is, do they go for an aggressive play, Lux? Because LewdAnimeSwingers have been trying that for the past couple of rounds towards Banana. Hasn't worked out very promisingly for them. I think the best luck that they had so far was Freshie pushing down Banana, but I mean, I just don't exactly see the aggression as the key to that 19th. maybe just playing a slow default, seeing if you know, the CT's push into you or something of the sort. That's what's going to be that's what needs to be done from LewdAnimeSwingers. But Lux Gaming, they're going to be trying out a double sniper. I don't exactly know how this will work. It looks like aggression will be on the table though. AB maybe going to be boosted up. No boost up. But the anime swingers are elsewhere. They're trying to contact up towards A almost immediately. Boomscope and Freshie storm their way onto brackets, soon to be Arch. We saw this a lot on LewdAnimeSwingers T side when they were in the fray for the first time, but they didn't see it get punished by Scourge just like that. Nightmare will be rotating quickly on through. He should be ready for one here, but the second is out of his control. Quick trade out. Freshie is still lurking in the depths of CT at the moment. Luckily avoids the timing, but they don't know where he is. Because of that, this could be monumental from Freshie. This A-site defense has been really strong from Lux Gaming, at least in the few rounds that they got when they're on the CT side, but it could be cracked wide open because of that. Lunar's watching for it, though. Perfectly played. Freshie has absolutely no chance at going huge, but maybe Chilla does. Maybe Stev does, too. They both find kills, both open up the site for the bomb. And now we enter a post plant, a very interesting post plant. Lux Gaming have everything to play for. There's no reason for them not to go for this as well. They have only a single kit. I don't know why AB doesn't have a kit, but maybe it can come back to haunt them. Maybe it won't. Flash through. Mickey now enters the fray. Oh, that tag actually onto Chilla gives away his position entirely. If Mickey can find this other player, that would be huge. However, Stev will go bigger. He finds one. The second is out of his picture, but again, the kit actually does come back to bite him. There was barely any time in the first place, but especially without that kit, means that he's just going to die, go up with the bomb, and that's a good start from LewdAnimeSwingers. Yeah, I know, I said the same thing. Why didn't they have a kit on OT? I mean, okay, would he have even had it, though, if he had a kit? That's the next question for me, because I'm not really sure about that. Either way, that is a perfect lesson right there on why you always buy a kit if you can. Sometimes it will come back to haunt you. No matter, though. Lux Gaming have 2 more shots. Give this another go. Oh, Mickey, what is this? He's super aggressive. He doesn't care about the flashes. He's going to pick up an AK, and AB will seal the day. Will seal the deal with another kill, and I think we just might be seeing GG just like that. It doesn't require tactically sound play. It doesn't require a godly rotation through. No. You just have to scrim it out over towards Banana Man. 8 grenades between the 2 players on LewdAnimeSwingers, but they have nothing more than a pipe dream to make this round work out. AB and Mickey both tagged up, and those are both a B defenders, so this is actually possible. Still a very tough ask, especially since there's plenty of nades on the side of Lux Gaming as well, but they're off to a good start. Depressed finds one. AB has to be a little bit careful about actually committing to these fights. Depressed stays alive and kicking with 19 points of health to spare. And a 3 versus 2 retake begins. Lux Gaming, they've historically not been very solid on these. LewdAnimeSwingers have a very decent shot, especially so after those kills go the way of them. And my lord, don't tell me we're going to be seeing a 2 versus 4 happen like this. Not like this. AB will be the last monument, the last gatekeeper between them and round number 19. He sneaks up slowly over towards site. Depressed, shoulder peeks it and gives up his position. And AB, this time he has a kit, and this time he can close out the game for sure. It's back-to-back clutches for him. And finally, Lux Gaming, they complete the comeback. It's 12-3, and they somehow make it all happen. That's unbelievable. I have no clue whatsoever on why those players were peaking, to be completely honest. But I guess LewdAnimeSwingers just wanted to give it to them. They didn't want to play any more overtime. With that, though, I mean, congratulations to Lux Gaming completing that entire comeback. I still have absolutely no clue how they managed to pull off that miracle. But, I mean, here we are. Hyper said it best. That's depressing, and it's got to be. I mean, LewdAnimeSwingers had literally everything going their way. But it wasn't enough. That's going to be it for me, though. If you guys enjoyed this, please feel free to drop a follow or a Twitch Prime if you're feeling awfully generous, or follow me on my Twitter if that's your thing. Either way, though, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ito, and